1,900 word, approximately original children's poem titled Old MacDonald's Barnyard Dance. Filled with rhymes, rhythm, and farmyard fun, it tells a whimsical story with plenty of characters and energy suitable for storytelling, song adaptation, or even animation. Old MacDonald's Barnyard Dance by ChatGPT. Old MacDonald woke one day to skies so bright and fields so gray. He tipped his hat and gave a glance. It's time again for the barnyard dance. He whistled loud, he rang the bell, he shouted down the wishing well. Gather around, both big and small, tonight we're having a barnyard ball. The cows came first in fancy shoes, all dressed up in checkered blues. They swayed their tails and stomped each hoof and mooed along to a fiddle's whoop. Old Mac strummed on his old banjo while chickens flapped and danced in a row. The beat was brisk, the mood was high, feathers flew up to the sky. Then in came pigs with a mighty squeal, spinning fast on every heel. One did flips and landed proud as the barn burst into cheers so loud. The ducks all waddled in a line with polished beaks and bows so fine. They quacked in time to every beat and tapped their webbed and waddling feet. The horses galloped in with grace, manes all braided full of pace. They danced a trot and leaped so high, it seemed they galloped through the sky. The barn lights twinkled from above like stars that danced in skies thereof. Lanterns swung on ropes and beams, lighting up the animals' dreams. The sheep came next with wool so white, prancing softly in the light. They spun in circles slow and sweet, with gentle baa's and tapping feet. And in the corner near the hay, the goats began their grand ballet. They balanced boxes, leaped through hoops, then landed softly in perfect groups. Even the dog with wagging tail did a two-step on a hay bale trail. He howled in tune and twirled around, then took a bow upon the ground. The cats, of course, were fashion kings with fancy shoes and shiny rings. They purred a rhythm, slick and slow, then moonwalked in a silky flow. Old Mac struggled, laughed with cheer, best dance we've had this whole long year. He clapped and danced, then tipped his cap, while the owl gave a hootin' rap. Who's next to dance? The old man cried, and out stepped Duck with wings held wide. She wore a vest and a shiny hat, and spun around like an acrobat. The mice peeked out from walls and hay, then skipped into the light to play. Their tiny feet made tapping sounds as they danced in circles, leaps and bounds. A rooster perched upon the rail, strummed his lute and flipped his tail. He crowed a tune so fine and loud, it made the barn feel twice as proud. The music rang across the land, played by the farm's own little band. With spoons and pans and old tin cans, they kept the beat with all their fans. From near and far, more guests arrived, a fox, a deer, a buzz and high. They came to join, to dance, to sing, and celebrate the joy they bring. The music rang across the land, played by the farm's own little band. With spoons and pans and old tin cans, they kept the beat with all their fans. From near and far, more guests arrived, a fox, a deer, a buzzin' hive. They came to